Good morning from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I'm Jonathan, and I just would love to share something with you that has been a very, very helpful tool for the hard conversations in a relationship. It's called reflecting back. It's kind of a container for the conversations that just don't seem to go anywhere and they just go round and round and round. So I have found this tool of reflecting back to be very, 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 very helpful for me. And I think that Elizabeth has found it helpful as well. So again, it's a container for the hard conversations. It's not something that you use in every conversation. That would be really awkward and unwieldy. One person can say, hey, can we do the reflecting back thing? Elizabeth and I still probably do this once a month, once every other month. One of us will say, hey, can we do the reflecting back thing? I'm not feeling heard, I'm not feeling understood. And if the other person says, okay, let's do the reflecting back thing, then we enter into this container that's got some specific rules, that's got some specific guidelines to it, and for a specific time. And so it's been really helpful. It's 3 parts: reflecting, validating, and then caring. Now, I didn't come up with this, like most of this stuff. This has been around for a long time. I don't know who invented it. You can read about it in pretty much any marriage thing anywhere. I do maybe add a little and tweak and put my own flavor on it, but the concept is not original to me. But I do talk about it a lot with folks. So if you've never tried it, I encourage you to try it in the next conversation that you think you might need it. Very helpful. Reflecting back is the container, 3 parts: reflecting, validating, and caring. All right, so if it happens, Elizabeth and I are talking, she's going to be in the role of the speaker, I'm in the role of listener. The first job for me is to just reflect back what I'm hearing. That can be as simple as saying, okay, what I hear you saying is, have I heard you correctly, da-da-da-da-da. I'm not adding anything to it. I'm not trying to say exactly what she said, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm understanding the words and the meaning. Okay, da 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 da, and then I reflect back. This is what I'm hearing you say. Is that correct? And if it's not correct, then Elizabeth gets to say, no, that's not what I meant, or that's not what I said, and she gets to clarify. And then, okay, now I'm going to try to reflect back again. Have I understood you? Have I heard you correctly? And that goes on until the speaker, in this case Elizabeth, says, yes, you've understood what I'm saying. Now, I have to be real careful as the listener to just reflect back. I'm not adding my own commentary. I'm not reaching into the ether and trying to pull something out. I'm not adding judgment to what she's saying. I'm just trying to reflect back to really understand what she's saying. That's the first part of reflecting back. The second part is to validate what it is that the speaker is saying. That can sound something like, okay, it makes sense to me that you feel that way, or it makes sense that you have that opinion. It makes sense that you felt that way when I said that, or whatever. I don't have to agree with her opinion. I don't have to think what she's saying is what I think. But does it make sense? Given what I know about her, given what I know about her history, what I know about her past, does it make sense, given her life story, that she might feel that way? In other words, do I think she's crazy or not? And the goal is to get to a spot where, of course, I don't think she's crazy, even if I don't agree with her, given what I know about her and her experiences and her perspective, does it make sense? And it's super powerful. And a lot of couples never do this. They never get to a spot where they say, okay, it makes sense that you feel that way. I don't feel that way, but it makes sense that you feel that way. Okay, so again, the first part is to reflect back. The second part is to validate. And then the third part is to care, is to care about what your partner is saying. So in this case, if I've reflected back and Elizabeth says, okay, yeah, you've understood what I'm saying. You hear what I'm saying. And then I'm able to say, okay, it makes sense that you felt that. It makes sense that you feel that now. The third part is to actually care. And that would be something like, okay, I see. Can I care about you? Can I care about the heart of this woman who is scared, or who is angry, or who's hurt. How can I care about the heart of you? How can I care about your heart and where you're at? And if I speak that from my heart, after listening, after validating, it does good things. This is not magic, but it's sort of like magic. And don't diss it till you try it. Again, a lot of couples have just never tried this because it's a little unwieldy, it feels a little structured, and that's because it is a little unwieldy and it is a little structured on purpose. It does get less unwieldy as you practice it. And again, this is just a tool. It's a container for the hard conversations. You can reach out, you can grab when you need it. Again, how we initiate that is one person who's feeling maybe not heard or not understood in the conversation can say, hey, can we do the reflecting back thing? And then we've got this container for this conversation. Now, as John Gottman also talks about, these kinds of conversations are probably not great to have if somebody is emotionally flooded. So if somebody's heart rate is up and it's actually a big argument and a big fight's already going on, that's not going to be a good time to do reflecting back. If everything's already elevated and everybody's already upset, that's actually a great time to take a break and to separate for a time, not in an abandoning sort of way, but to say, hey, this conversation's important to me. I'm feeling a little emotionally flooded right now. Let's take a 20-minute break and then come back to it. And then maybe when you come back to it, you can try the reflecting back. Again, the research shows that once one person is flooded emotionally, so heart rate's up, blood pressure's up, the likelihood of that conversation going well is very, very low. And it's better to take a break with a specific time that you're going to come back and finish the conversation. So if you just take a break and walk out the door, that's no good. That's more like abandonment or defensiveness or stonewalling, which is not going to be healthy in the long run. So maybe when you come back, you try reflecting back and see how it works. You're not going to lose anything, but it might be really, really helpful. So again, called Reflecting Back, container for hard conversations. If I have not communicated clearly, if you've got a question about this or whatever, shoot me a message or drop a comment down below, and let's see if we can have a little bit more fun together as couples and use this container on a PRN basis or an as-needed basis. So, well, farewell from Cambodia. I hope you have a fantastic middle of the week. May God be with you all. See ya.